Hey y'all, it's your girl Latasha and welcome back to the channel. If you're new, welcome. Hey boo, how you doing? Make sure you subscribe, like, comment, share the video, and turn those post notifications on so you'll be notified every single time I drop another video. So we're not going to get into the video yet. We're going to talk a little bit. So last week I got a comment stating that a player wanted to play Native American or make a Native American character in Hogwarts Legacy, and there isn't really a lot of pick for that, but it really should be a pick for different nationalities and stuff like that, because it would be cool to have like you in the game, you know, like to represent yourself. At least that's what I think, but to each their own. It would be nice to see some different nationalities in the game so that you could feel like you're playing the game yourself. So alright, oh, and thank you for commenting. And we will have your comment up on the video because we do shout outs, and yeah, if you comment, you know, we'll put it up in the video. Thank you for showing me acknowledgement. Thank you for commenting. You made my day. It's your opinion, and that's what it is. You know, you would love to have more nationality in a game, and that's fine and dandy. So, thank you so much for commenting. You know, I had a good time replying back to you, and if you do comment, I will reply back to you. Don't worry, I will reply back to you. But again, make sure you subscribe. Let's get right into the video. I haven't played in advance. I have not played. And this is my main character. So we are going to play with Jasmine Spellman again. She's playing with my niffler. She doesn't even have any animals yet. I need to get another niffler on my main character. Anyway, let's get into the video. We are where we left off. Yeah. Gotta check and make sure I'm recording. Don't want to have to do this part again. In the video, the last video, we are Gryffindor. So we are in the Gryffindor common room. And yeah.
Now, which way is the common room?
It
must be different starting Hogwarts in your 5th year.
Excuse me, I'm right here and you talking about me. Say it to the hand. No, I'm joking, that's old.
It's that new 5th year.
They're lucky they didn't end up as dragon food, like that poor man from the ministry.
Can't imagine starting a new school this late.
A little room, everyone. Let them through.
Why people be talking about you and you sitting right here listening?
If I was born with wings, Nelly, I'm sure you'd use them.
Let's go meet Nelly.
The Isaac Cooper.
Why is everyone so highly strung? It's perfectly safe. Well, hello. Don't mind me. I find it helpful to change my point of view now and again. Put things in perspective. Once I made it to the top of Gryffindor Tower, from the outside, without a broom.
Goodness.
I'm Nelly, by the way. Nelly Ogspire. I've heard rumors about what happened to you on your way to Hogwarts. Is it true? About the dragon?
It's true.
Yes, our carriage was attacked by a dragon.
Crikey! I can't believe it. How thrilling! And also terrifying. Anyway, you've certainly brought some much-needed excitement to Gryffindor. And Hogwarts, for that matter.
What are people saying about my travels here?
What exactly are the rumors about my journey to Hogwarts?
That you escaped a dragon attack? Isn't that enough? Most of us arrive via train or boat, not having just escaped the jaws of a dragon. Of course it's got people talking. Word travels fast at Hogwarts.
I like to say I'm special.
I take it you're not afraid of heights?
It's something I've always done, since I was little. My mother once found me on the roof when I was 5. Still has no idea how I got there. But with all the strange hallways and rooms in the castle, and everything lurking in and outside the grounds, you don't need to scale a tower to see something incredible here.
Have you ever encountered...
I'd imagine most students have never seen a dragon. Have you?
Goodness, no. And I've never heard of one attacking a carriage like that. Not enough meat in a carriage, I'd think.
I'm sure I'll be seeing you around, either in our common room or when you scale your next tower.
You never know. Bye for now.
Let's go see Gareth.
Imelda Reyes is on her way.
It'll be the next butterbeer. Sure you don't want to try it? Brewed it myself. Hello, you're the new 5th year. Pleased to meet you. I'm Gareth Weasley. Heard about your travels here. Can't believe it. Glad you and Fig are all right. Is it true that someone from the Ministry was with you in the carriage?
Oh, yes. A friend of Professor Fig's.
Oh, didn't mean to pry. Nasty business, dragons. Again, very glad you're here.
Thank you, Gareth. So am I. Are you related to Professor Weasley?
I am. She's my aunt.
That must be
Does
awkward.
having your aunt here make things difficult?
More than you'd think. Most people assume I can't get into trouble or be given detention. But they're wrong. Aunt Matilda tends to treat me as if I'm a first year. Keeps too close an eye on me. It's all a bit suffocating, to be honest. Still, she means well. And she's an incredibly powerful witch. She'll have your back.
Do we want to know what's in his mug?
Are you having butterbeer for breakfast?
Oh no. I've been perfecting a recipe I came up with over the summer. I'm almost there, based on some reactions that may need a bit more work.
Do you have a knack for potions?
Seems you enjoy brewing. Might I assume that you've a talent for potions of all sorts?
Well, as I see it, there's little difference, fundamentally, between brewing a modification to butterbeer and a Wiggenweld potion. Though, I'm not certain Professor Sharp would make the connection. He doesn't appreciate my, creativity as much as you might think.
Alright, it's nice meeting
Well,
you.
it was nice meeting you, Gareth. And thank you for the insights on your aunt.
Pleasure to meet you as well. Good luck today.
Okay, let's go meet Cressida. Hope I say her name right. Cressida?
Someone was practicing with a broken wand in the common room last night. Looked like a war had broken out. Still not working. Ugh.
That's not working.
I don't know what I'm doing wrong. It's not a complicated spell. I should be able to do it non-verbally. Why is this not working? Ugh! Oh, hello there. Welcome to Gryffindor. I'm Cressida.
Pleasure to meet you, Cressida.
Splendidly theatrical arrival to the sorting ceremony last evening. Made it in by the skin of your teeth. Is it true that you're Professor Fig's protege?
I studied with him.
I'm not sure I'd say that, but I did study with him a little before we arrived.
Blast! I was hoping he might have given you some advice on non-verbal casting.
Is that what you were trying to do just there?
Oh, yes. Having a spot of trouble. I've mastered the charm using its incantation, but this is proving a bit trickier.
Don't worry, you'll get it in the end.
Oh, I hope so. If I can get it, Professor Ronan's sure to be very impressed. I'm just going to keep at it.
Do most students know how to cast non-verbally?
Not at all. Hogwarts doesn't teach non-verbal casting until the 6th year, and even then, many struggle with it. I'm simply trying to get ahead of the game.
Sure.
Is it really that difficult to cast non-verbally?
Oh, yes. And if you don't get it just right, the results can be, shall we say, awkward. Once, I tried to cast Depulso non-verbally on a goblet in the Great Hall and ended up launching Professor Sharp's Yorkshire pudding into his face. He was not happy.
I wish you luck.
Well, good luck with it. It was nice to meet you, Cressida.
You as well. Enjoy your first day.
New Gryffindor. Professor Weasley's waiting for you outside the common room.
Okay. Let me save the game. Where do I go? Okay, so I'm new to Gryffindor common room. As you know, I'm not a Gryffindor.
I met some of my best friends.
I'm a Hufflepuff. So this is new to me.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a 5th year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test.
Okay, follow Professor
This way.
Weasley.
The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore.
Look it peeps, y'all.
Why do students always run when...
I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. Do keep up. Ah, the guide appears to have some information for you about that painting of poor Barufio. Simply cast Revelio on it, and we'll see what the guide says.
Revelio.
Okay, field guide page. Let's collect it. Portrait of Barfario. I'm going to butcher his name. This portrait depicts the wizard Barfario, whatever, famed for his brain elixir, and as an example of what happened when incantation are improperly spoken. He once said S instead of F and found himself on the floor with a buffalo on his chest. Okay. Okay, so we got 1% of the field guide. Alright, that's great.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
Cool. Look at that kitty. Kitty, kitty, kitty.
No time to waste. You've classes to attend.
I don't want to walk in slow.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
You know what? I gotta think. This hair that the girl have, I don't even think it was up there as a pic. If it wasn't, or if it was, my bad. If it wasn't, okay. I think they need to put more hairs up there for the presets too, and more presets, because it's a little lacking, but the game is bomb. To me, the game is bomb. Okay, open the map. Yes, this is what the map is looking like. Okay, so click on the flag. And okay. Alright. Can I click on the flag? Okay. I get lost too. So, bear with me.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall.
Okay. We're gonna save it again, because I'm gonna tell you what happened. So, alright, so what happened was, okay, I was recording with OBS, and I'm still recording with OBS, and it froze up, and I couldn't go back, so I had to start the stuff all over again. And if you know of a way that you could go back and start over without going through the creator character part, let me know in the comment section below. That will be really helpful to me. Alright.
You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak.
I wish I could simply charm my...
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Can you tell me more about Charms?
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
Okay, what exactly is Defense Against
Can you
the
tell me
Dark
more
Arts?
about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become auras. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Heckert in charge of our students' education in that regard.
What's Hogsmeade?
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain, and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
Well, do we snitch or do we tell the truth? Do we snitch or do we tell the truth? Well, look, I don't snitch, because snitches get stitches, okay? So we ain't snitching. And that's
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
I did my best, but I'm fairly certain she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well-trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Okay, let's open this map. This yellow symbol represents main quest. Completing main quest, yellow symbol, will further the story, unlock new features, and grant XP. One is for defense against the dark arts, and the other one is for charms. Some quests are locked by spells and or level requirements. So you'll see a lock with a yellow crest on it. I guess that's what they call it. In these cases, you will need to be the required level and or have the required spell to activate the quest. New spells can be earned by completing professor's assignments or as quest rewards. So, Defense Against the Dark Arts class, the field guide map shows Professor Hackett's class in the lower section of the astronomy wing. I could get lost in this castle. I may need to use the charmed compass. So, if that's the case, you push the top arrow key. The D-pad key, I think that's what they call it, in the field guide to help you find your way. Attend Defense Against the Dark Arts class, and we're going to learn Levioso. The field guide map shows Professor Ronan's class is in the astronomy wing. This castle is enormous. I may need... Okay, we already read that. Going to Charms class is going to teach me Accio. Alright, so which one we're going to do? Alright, we'll do this. Defense Against the Dark...
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
A beginner's guide to transfiguration of the mind. Revelio.
Oh, we're outside. Let's run. I like this.
I said more!
Stupefy! Is that all you've got? Yeah. Bombarda!
Levioso!
Professor Heckert!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Okay, so we're learning a new spell, Levioso. Study your wand with L and guide it along the symbol path to learn the spell. Press the correspondence input when prompt to accelerate your wand's motions along the symbol's path. Alright. Hey. Hey. Tell me where that.
Levioso.
What TV show was that a reference to? If you know, you know.
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak opponent, as Master Pruitt so artfully helped me demonstrate earlier.
Okay.
Levioso! Good! Now, well done.
Hey, I want to hit it again. No, I'm joking.
Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Levioso.
This should be easy.
You're good.
How perceptive. What are you doing up there?
Levioso.
Lucky.
Nothing lucky about it.
Protego. Complicates things.
Levioso.
Class, I hope you were paying attention. That is how you cast Levioso.
I know.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
Your butt. Yeah, girl.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Gryffindor.
Thank you, Professor Heckert. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Oh, I'm not much for dueling. I prefer to keep things friendly.
I'd hate to face Professor Heckett in a duel.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Really?
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck, or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested. Till next time.
Okay. Go ahead and save it. Ooh, we got some quests. Alright, well, let's save it first. Gotta save it. Okay. Alright, Tron's class we go. Just leveled up.
He has a brand new game. Just beware.
I just love me some Peeves. He is so hilarious. I like it when he, what am I supposed to be talking about? Anyway, that's what my grandmother used to tell me when your nose itches, somebody is talking about it.
What do you want? Let us keep our heads around it.
Oh, I went the wrong way. Hey, I'm supposed to beat you there. He's going to Tron's class too. Oh. No! No! Let me win! Let me win! Get out of here! I'm ahead of you. Like this is a real race.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit, so sometimes I have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Here. Behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work, but I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Okay, let's learn Accio. Am I saying it right? Let me know.
Accio!
Accio, yeah, I was.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
Just to let you know, I am nowhere near good with Summoner's Court. I am terrible at it, and yeah, but I'm practicing and practicing and practicing to see if I can get any better.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last post. Excellent. Now, not to worry. That's it! Splendid!
40 point, 80 point.
Very good. Points to Gryffindor. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. No. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Be sharp.
And I feel like they do it perfect every time.
There we go.
Like, why can't that be me?
Very good.
Let us see this. That is how it's done.
Oh, ear is still itchy. Okay.
Do not think I will start going easy on you now. Here.
100.
Brilliant. Here we go.
And my ear is still itching.
Yes!
Dirty. Alright, let's see. I think I want to take it from over here a little bit, because mine ain't over.
Not exactly your typical lesson, is it? Not that I mind.
A perfect score. Remarkable.
Yeah, that time I was good. But wait until they get the little
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
Watch. See those little boxes?
I think we are well past
I'm
interesting
in
at this point.
She gonna win this.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Watch this.
Oh. You almost got it.
Phew.
I'm gonna do this.
Here.
50. Wow. I must be getting
Excellent
good at
control there.
Let us see this.
If she knocks me off. Oh, you gotta be careful.
There we go.
Come over here. Again. I must be getting really
Quite
good.
impressive. Here we go.
Oh, that sucks.
That is how it's done.
Oh, man.
Here.
Oh, I got a perfect score.
2 perfect rounds. You're a natural.
Not really. I suck. I know what I do. I know I suck.
Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Ouagadougou just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
How big is Uganda?
Is Ouagadougou much bigger than Hogwarts?
Oh.
Ouagadougou School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
Is Ouagadougou a castle like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
My character is really red in the face. Can you tell? I wish I could.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Ouagadougou uses one.
But I heard that they updated some stuff in here. So, yeah.
You can cast spells without a wand.
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
Thank Well, thank you for telling me about Wagadoo.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadoo, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can use Accio on humans, if you're so inclined.
Well, you'd be using it on clothing, to be precise.
A word, if you would.
You know it won't work on humans.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Almost leveled.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you? Hello. You wanted to speak to me.
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan.
Alright, so now we have to go see Professor Weasley. Okay, let's head there now. Wait, is there a, flu thing? Okay, so now we got some side quests, but to be certain, we are going to see Professor Weasley. Oh, let's rub the cat. It's good to be able to rub a cat in a game. I can't even rub a cat for real because I'm allergic to them. And we have 2 cats in the house, so you know I have to take some serious allergy pills.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Heckert and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit before you arrived. I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Have you and Professor Fig not discussed my training?
He continues to be reticent about the details, mentioning only a few spells. Revelio, was it? And Lumos?
That's correct, Professor.
I see. like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Weasley, you are a sweet old lady, but we not snitching.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
Can you tell me more about the potion shop, Professor?
J. Pippin's Potions stocks a wide array of potions ingredients, although they rarely sell recipes. Professor Sharp asked that they have a couple of particular recipes on hand for you.
I've never heard of a spellcraft before, Professor. What is it?
A spellcraft is a recipe of sorts used when conjuring objects. I shall explain more about them when you begin working with transfiguration magic.
There's an Ollivander's in Hogsmeade.
There is. Most people are familiar with the shop in Diagon Alley. We're fortunate to have someone like him nearby. Mr. Ollivander is a genuine craftsman and highly skilled wand maker. I would trust no one else to pair me with a wand.
I'm ready to go.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
I think we're gonna go with Natty. But, yeah, let's go with Natty.
I'd like to go with Natty.
Excellent choice. Miss Onai is one of our most talented students. And she knows the area. She'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavoury local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Okay. So, in my personal game, I went with Revelio. Speak to Professor Ronan to receive your first assignment. Assignments are types of quests given to you by Hogwarts professors that, when completed, reward you with new spells. The reward for completing your first assignment will be the Mending Charm, Reparo, which is required to complete other quests. You can track assignments and their progress in the quest menu of your field guide. I'm sorry, y'all. This plant here on the side is throwing me off. Like, I'm gonna pay attention to that. It's so cool. Alright, let's go find Professor Ronan. There he is. Oh, another cat. Let's rub it. Bye, kitty. Yes.
Ah, there you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor?
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that, the Mending Charm Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor. This is the right area. I wonder where the flying page is. Got it. A flying page must be around here somewhere. Brilliant!
I trust the preliminary tasks weren't too
I completed the assignments, Professor.
marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic.
Hey. Hey. Oh. Don't get me. The red light tried to get me. Let's repair row.
That's it. Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak.
What's wrong with
Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
I did that. First quest. And leveled up. Okay, let's see what's next. I think we gotta meet Natty at the front gate. Come on. Don't leave. Not too far from me. It's raining. Wait, they said. Now they telling me to go here. Yeah. Go through here.
Someone prodded me. There's something in there. I just know it.
I'll be back. Love those stats.
What was the Ministry thinking? Being black.
Hello, looking for me?
Yep, I sure am.
Natty, I hope I haven't kept you waiting long.
Not at all. Professor Weasley tells me that you need to go to Hogsmeade. You must be eager to have your own things again. And to see the village.
I've been looking forward to it.
Good. Shall we set off? I intend to give you a first-rate Hogsmeade experience.
Nice. I am going to save it right here. Game. And thank you for stopping by and watching the video. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Share the video to all your friends, all your social media, and all that good stuff. Leave me a comment below. Let me know how you like the game. What's going on with you? How far did you get? Did you finish the game? Well, you already know how far I got in my first one. I'm only a level, 25? But yeah. So, and make sure you turn them post notifications on so you'll be notified every single time I drop another video. Because you don't want to miss Hogwarts Legacy or any other video I put up. Alright, bye guys. Bye.